What's good, YouTube? Today I got a bit of a special treat, which is an IRL match between Corinna and Lord Voldemort. Corinna's on the right playing Value Turbo. Voldemort on the left playing the very same Hero Frog list that he took to the the Orlando Ribbit, which he ended up bubbling with, just narrowly missing out on top 8, unfortunately, with the tiebreakers. But still an altogether impressive run. Obviously, two very high-tier players we have here. Now, when these two played their match out, it was like no joke, zero cap. It was an hour and a half. Like, that's how long this recording was. They would have gone into time twice. Twice they would have gone into time over the course of that single, like, casual match. So I have no idea what was going on or what they were doing, but it was definitely taking way too long. So to try to overcome that, we've like added a bunch of jump cuts to remove like the the thinking and the looking through the deck and the shuffling and whatnot to try and speed things up. And then on top of that, I'm going to play it at 2x speed, so it should be more like a DB replay, basically. That's the hope, anyway. So, yeah, let's just get started. Corinna wins the die roll, I believe. So she's going to be going first. I think she starts with just set hamster, yes. So she does set hamster. She sets 2 as well. But neither one is dust shoots. So Voldemort going to start with a set monster, which is not a great opening for frogs. You would prefer to see one of the 6 copies of Swap, obviously. Corinna, big thinking here. I think just going to go for a Greffer pitch value. And then she also flips up the hamster, obviously. We saw that hamster in her opening hand, so... Oh, she's going to use the value to summon the armed wing as well. So just putting on a ton of pressure here. How much damage is this? This is 11, 28, and then 23 more, so it's 56, although there's a set monster. I believe the set monster is actually a snowman eater. Mr. Voldemort has taken out his 3rd swap frog for a snowman eater. I don't know if I should have said that, but yeah, that's what's going on there. I think it's kind of based. I don't know if Snowman's the right card to go in that swap. I think double swap is like legit, actually. I might get some hate for that in the comment section from some frog players, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's at least worth trying out, even if it's not correct. So we're going for a Raikou here. It hits a T-Roar, so that's just going to end Corinna's turn, but then he just passes it back again. Just like nothing going on for Voldemort. No Treeborn access, no anything. No, like, Rhoda for Stratos, just, like, full passing here. Not a good feeling. We're going to tribute Caius the back row. I don't really like that, but it's going to force the Raigeki break to be chained right now, pitching the Econ to kill the Caius. But this is still a good bit of damage. I mean, 11, 23. It's got to be getting low here. I think he's, like, 1 attack away from death. So, what do we got? We need something here. Just set pass again? Oh, my God. Not a good opening hand here. We're going to flip the value attack. Presumably, all of these can't go through or he's dead. So Raigeki Break going to stop the last one. Pitching a Caius. Oh my God, that's painful. That is painful. What is it? Maybe he's just got like a bunch of Monarchs? I don't know. Just going to pass again. Now we are Raikou Pop. The Vayu, so the Vayu can make an Armor Master, and he's just going to scoop it up. Just going to scoop it up there. Wow. That's a pretty brutal game number 1. 10-foot just, like, draws nothing. So, on to game number 2. We got an E-Call. Yeah, obviously, I edited out the side decking parts, too, because no need for that to be there. We're going to go for Stratos. Stratos is going to add Malicious Edge. Yeah. And then we got set 2 pass. So, pretty decent opening move. Corinna going to be going second here. Let's see what she does. Set. It's going to be a T-set, end phase Raigeki Break, hits the back row, pitching the Treeborn, very good feeling. Oh, man, and losing that, pulling the rug, not a very good feeling whatsoever. Actually, just going to go for the swap here. So swap, send the second Treeborn, and then just attack the set monster is Raikou. Corinna actually chooses to kill the Stratos there. I think I would have popped the back row 100%. Because I think she just goes for Greffer Value. She could have just killed that Stratos with the battle phase. I don't know why you... Yeah, you could pop the back row and just, like, battle phase kill Stratos, and that would just be more positive. Anyway, we are going for the 4,000 hit here. Let's see if it goes through. The Greffer gets deprisoned, so that pretty clearly indicates, yep, Gores. So the Gore's going to come down. Got a 23 token. That's pretty scary. Main phase 2 special summon Gale. Have the Gores. That kind of helps, but it's still not great. I think the Deep Prisons are side deck cards, if you were wondering, which should be kind of obvious. We're going to go for the Tribute Summon Malicious Edge that we saw him search earlier, and this will just hit over absolutely everything. So goodbye Armed Wing, goodbye Gale, and then we got a direct attack with the Gores. Not looking too good for Corinna in game number 2. We're going to have an Armonite. That's decent. Can send play. Gotta just go for the Goyo play, right? Yeah. She opts to take the Malicious Edge, which I'm not sure is correct, because they're going to get a hero in rotation either way, so maybe you should just take the Gores, although the Malicious Edge could just hit over the Gores, so maybe it doesn't matter. We're going for Substitute. Probably just going to go through the whole deck here. Yeah, Gores, get the dupe, get the second dupe, and then get Uni as well. And then go Uni, pop the back row, and then hit over the Malicious Fiend with the, or the Malicious Edge with the token. Yeah, that's going to be it. We got double dupe Uni. That's going to be hard to deal with what, one card in hand? Treeborn brought back. Just poking with Uni. We've got the 20-turn clock going here. I mean, Voldemort just down up a bunch of cards. So, looking rough here for Corinna. She sets a monster. That's going to get nothing. It's just we're gonna hit with Uni again. Okay, we're hitting with the token. It is a Raikou. Pop one of the dupes. Mill Burial Dinah. That's rough. Corinna Mills. Okay. Main phase 2, we got a 1-for-1 just to summon sub. We already used the sub combo, so we're just summoning it to make soft lock. I guess that's fine. Corinna gonna set a monster. I think this is the one that ends up being Spirit Reaper. She is taking 400 every turn. We got to keep in mind. It could become relevant eventually. 400 more. And then, I mean, this Uni is just preventing her from setting cards too if she has that. So, also a big thing there. The set monster is just a value. We're just going to set a monster and pass. Hopefully another Raikou. No, it's a Spirit Reaper this time. All right. So, yeah, they gotta have an out to that Spirit Reaper and the Goyo. So a Caius alone no longer just messes Corinna up, although there is a Caius now, and we are taking 400. It's adding up. All right, Corinna up to 3 cards in hand, but I'm not sure how she wins this ever. Just passing, and then Solek's going to be used to out the Spirit Reaper, but can't attack this turn, so Corinna gets another chance to draw into something. Need Storm plus something crazy. We got an Armageddon Knight. Did Plague already get used? I think it did to make that Goyo. So she's just going to send a value and summon an Armed Wing and pass. The end phase Dust Tornado going to take out that Deep Prison. I think something Corinna did in this match that's super questionable was leaving Deep Prison in versus Frogs. I think that is... I mean, I wouldn't play Deep Prison, period. But if I did, I would take it out against Frogs. I mean, it's just it's just a sitting duck back row that doesn't interact with any other plays, really. It trades negatively with everything. So we're going to summon Caius, and then since we tributed, the Armed Wing can make Silverwind. So the Silverwind could try to hit over that Caius. And then we could try to hit over something else with our own Caius. Hitting into the sub. I feel like maybe you just wanted to clear the Gores token here instead of the sub, but maybe she just feels like the Uni is such a problem that she needs to make it vulnerable, but then I don't understand why she hit the Caius with the Silverwind. We're just scooping it up. We're going to game number 3. All right. Understandable. Corinna going to start here going with Greffer again. Pitch. Bayou. This could be pretty good if there's some kind of DDV. We're just setting 2 pass. All right. So what does Mr. Voldemort have in store for us? Pitch to special, so pretty clearly MST is in the hand. Oppression going to be chained, and probably MST, yeah. Going to be chained to the Oppression, and then we're going to send... He actually sends sub. So I mentioned the 2 swap thing earlier, and that's probably why he sent sub here, because it was the only way to get all the subs out of his deck. Doing this play here with the swap into Substitute. So now he can just go through all his Treeborns for free. But only by sending the sub could he get all the subs out, I think. So now he doesn't have any left to draw. I'm pretty sure that's why. So he's going to think for a moment, end on double dupe, and then Corinna's going to go. Now, we could just send a Plague here, make Dark End maybe. But it's not optimal, because that eats 2 cards out of your hand. You don't really want to Greffer and then Plague. unless you're pitching something like a Mally or I don't know. So Krina just set passes, probably a Raikou then. We're gonna have a swap summoned. This was weird actually. She summoned an Armed Winged and just set past, which would make you think maybe it's DDV. But then that makes me wonder why he's not playing around DDV. Maybe just figures it's impossible to play around DDV. But also, like, it doesn't seem to be DDV because I think DDV would have been used. Raigeki Break in a standby is going to hit the Spirit Reaper. Definitely have to out the Reaper at some point, but you would have preferred to hit the Raikou there because now she could potentially set the Raikou and out that dupe block. But she's not. She's going to pass. No answers to the dupe block, and now we've got a Roto for a Stratos. Stratos going to add... What do you add? Malicious Edge again, maybe? No, I think it gets rugged, actually, if I remember. I vaguely remember some of the stuff that happened from editing this. So Karina, I think, has a second rug in her hand, so she just figures Stratos good enough rug target. At least I think. Unless she drew that rug for turn, but I don't think she did. So now we're going Armisen Plague, and now we stack and make Dark End. Yeah, because Dark End outs both the dupes, technically. The dupe is going to get a search, so we're going to add back the Unifrog, and then I think the Dark End attacks into a Deep Prison, if I remember correctly. But it's kind of done its job, because the dupe lock is gone. Now we've just got an Armageddon Knight and a Greffer, and the Uni's is only going to trade with a Deep Prison, so we're not too upset about that. Corina's in a decent spot. She does need to find a way to get over this dupe, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And yeah, I mean, Uni's gone too, so the scariest thing it's adding is a swap. Alright, we got the Burial. Burial put back Plague and 2 Vayu pieces, presumably. Now we're going to use the Vayu pieces. Summon Armor Master. Just going to hit over. Yeah, we don't even need to use Plague yet. And I think we add back a swap. Then hit over, poke for 17. Looking pretty good for Karina here. I think it's just like Miracle Fusion or Bust for Mr. Voldemort over here. Although he does have it. That's rough. And no oppression to stop it either. No judgment to stop it. It's going to resolve. That's going to trade with the whole field. Hits over the Greffer, and it's going to be allowed to go through. Set pass. I think Karina here should probably just swing with the Armanite over the Treeborn and then crash the Armed Wing. I think that's about as good of a trade as you're ever going to get here. Raigeki Break being used in the draw phase? No, wait. She just passed, and now he's end phase Raigeki Breaking. That is so weird. Why would you just pass? Like, yeah, I don't know. Hits the rug, too, so now you have no way to stop your Armor Master from getting Caius. And now you have no way to out the Ab-Zero. I mean, yeah, I think that was a bit of a misplay there. Just going to hit over with the Caius. Playing around Mirror Force. Let's see. Set pass. What do we got? Treeborn coming back. Hopefully not another Caius. We're going to Prio bounce the Caius. A very, very sneaky little play there. Switch the Ab-Zero attack. So Raikou's going to out the Ab-Zero, but, like... That Ab-Zero should have just been gone by now. I mean, nice mill there hitting the Vayu, though. So we got an Armageddon Knight. That can send a Sirocco, make that Vayu live. We're going to summon Armed Wing. Armed Wing going to hit over the swap. And then we're going to try to hit over that Treeborn, probably. At least force out the back row. Back row not being used, so probably not a discard trap at this point, you're thinking. But Brain Control, and we know there's a Caius in the hand, so I'm just going to banish that Armed Wing. Oh, that sucks. There's a Deep Prison, which... why are you on Deep Prison still? It's so bad. Look, like... Did you see how bad Deep Prison was there? Like, your whole board just gets outed, and then it's like... Well, I have Deep Prison. Yeah, you also went super neg and, like, lost your full field and took 1,000 damage anyway, so I don't know. Like, is she scared of Vanity's Fiend or something? I don't really know. We're going to have a Typhoon on Torrential after Voldemort just set passes. And then swinging in with the Fossil Dyna Pachycephalo. Pretty scary position. Puts him on having to draw an out. Set pass. So I think we flip up the Raikou here, target the back row. And it ends up being a Raigeki Break, which is going to be used to out the Fossil Dyna. The fact that Ryza gets pitched here is interesting. It means the other one is probably Caius, which is definitely scary. I think Corinna was dead, whether she summoned this Greffer or not, to Caius, if I remember correctly. So kind of just nothing she could do here. She's just gonna die. Maybe she could have. No. There was nothing. There was nothing she could have done. Let me know if you enjoyed this format of video. By the way, I definitely preferred like speeding it up a lot. Like there were so many times when they would just like sit and think in the main phase for like a full minute or something. So I definitely preferred cutting all of that stuff out. Anyway, I thought the match was super cool either way. Two very good players on very good decks, pretty good games, went really long. Of course, I know that better than anyone. I had to sit there and edit this thing for so long, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.